Alright, so 2-minute Tanya tidbit for today. So in the previous days, Tanya, we've been explaining the idea that the world is totally nullified to God, as the entire world is only the word of God, speech of God, which is something totally nullified to Him. And now we're going to explain what exactly does that mean. How does the energy come down from God to create the world in such a way? So we explained that even though it appears to us down here in this world like the speech is something separate from Him, and it appears to us like that energy came down in a way that it's totally not one with Him anymore, and like a speech of a person which is totally disconnected, that's true in our perspective, because it came down through a lot of tzimtzumim. The energy had to divide itself very much with a lot of tzimtzumim, contractions, before the energy can come down here. And all these contractions, the point of them was that they should appear to us in a lower way, that we should be able to receive the energy. As if the light would be revealed the way it is by God Himself, it would be too great for the world to be able to receive. It would totally nullify them. So in order for it to come down, that the world should be able to be its own existence, it has to appear to us like the energy is disconnected from Him. Like we can't trace it back to Him. Because if it was be able to trace it back to Him, we wouldn't be able to be our own existence. And that's why it appears to us like it's something separate from Him. That's only from our perspective, which is not necessarily the real truth. The way it is from God's perspective, however, is that it's totally nullified to Him the entire time. As the truth is that really it's one with Him the whole time, it just appears to be separate. So the way God sees it is that the world is totally nullified to Him even after they were created, just like they were before, with no difference whatsoever. And that's why the concealment doesn't really conceal by Him. Like it says in the pasuk that the darkness is the same as light to Him. The darkness is the same as light. And the darkness doesn't conceal from God Himself because He's totally able to see through it. Just like we see the idea of a turtle or a snail, where their shell is totally part of them. So too the contractions, the very concealment which God put onto the world is also Him. And therefore it totally doesn't conceal from Him because it's also part of Him. Just like the revelation is Him, so too the concealment is Him. Like it's explained in many places about Havaya Hu Halikim, that God's name to reveal is also the same God who's the one who's concealment. As the concealment is from the same place as His revelation. So therefore, Lagabe Him, compared to Him, the whole world is totally nullified, because His perspective, the world is still totally one with Him, and it's only Him who's here at the moment. See, that's the end of today's chapter. See you next time.